Hi, I'm Carrie Varakier, your host of Switching Gears, the show where we feature inspiring stories of real people who have made major career pivots. I'm so excited to be here today with Ksenia in Oakland, California, where we're going to learn more about her transition from marketing to nursing. Let's go meet her. Hi, Ksenia, I'm Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
It's really great to meet you.
Great
Thanks
to meet you.
so much for agreeing to be a part of Switching Gears. I'm so excited to hear your story. And here we are in Oakland in front of the school where you're studying nursing, which is super exciting. We got lucky with the weather. It stopped raining. Are you caffeinated?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. You ready to go? I'd love to hear more about your story. Let's go inside and have a conversation.
Sure, let's go.
Awesome.
I will show you around.
I would love to hear a little bit about your origin story. I understand that you were born in Russia. Tell me a little bit about what you studied in school and how you got your career start there.
I'm from St. Petersburg, Russia, and I graduated from St. Petersburg State University. St. Petersburg is the second biggest city in Russia. I got my master's degree.
Okay.
And after it, I spent 16 years in marketing, operations, sales. I got to executive level. I was in charge of a team of 30 people.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you were obviously really successful in this marketing career. And then I understand that you decided that you wanted to take an entrepreneurial leap. Tell me a little bit about what you did after that.
Yes, in 2016, I felt that I need something new, that I want to do something different, and I joined two startup founders. It was a startup in AI, visual recognition.
So that was early.
Yes, it was early. It was very fresh, and startup worked with media houses, big media houses like Hearst, like Condé Nast, and we provided visual recognition services for them. And we got some funding, and I moved to United States in the middle of pandemic.
Oh.
Yes, it was August 2020, but actually it was a good time because everything went online, from offline to online, and we believed that it's a big market for our product. But after 1 year, we realized that there is no product market fit.
Okay.
Its service is very exciting, but no money in it.
Then what did you do? Because that's pretty scary. You're in a new country, you're speaking English, which is your second language, and the job that you came here with is no longer. What did you do? Were you in a panic moment?
I was in a panic moment, but also I was kind of like in some illusions moment. I thought as I was so successful before, I will be highly demanded here.
Okay, yeah.
But all of a sudden, it took 6 months to find first job. But in July 2023, I was laid off.
Oh, that's tough. That must have been a scary moment as well.
I remember myself sitting in my little apartment in the middle of San Francisco, realizing that I was laid off. And it was first time in my life. I always drove value to the company. So I always was demanded.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I realized that I'm replaceable. All what I do could be easily replaced by technology. And what is my value as a human?
Yeah,
What's
that's
next?
a big question, right? So how did you end up deciding that you wanted to go into the medical profession?
I always thought about being a doctor, but I thought that I'm not smart enough. You know, I didn't know, I wasn't confident that I can do it.
Okay.
You know, no one told me when I was a kid that it's not about being genius. It's actually about the quantity of attempts. It's about consistency, how consistent you are to get to your goal.
Yes. How did you even go about that search? Like, how did you know what steps to take next or where to get educated?
I checked a few nursing school websites, and I realized that there are a lot of prerequisites I need to take. I went to community college next to my house, and I started with chemistry and biology. I received an email from San Francisco Department of Workforce Development, and it was an information about medical assistant certification program provided by JVS.
So JVS is a workforce development organization in the San Francisco Bay Area. How long was your training with them?
My program took 5 months.
Okay, and you were studying to be what?
Medical assistant.
Aha, okay. And you got this externship at UCSF. How did that go?
It was perfect. It was perfect. I excelled, and they hired me in July 2025.
Oh, great. And so, okay, you were a successful medical assistant at UCSF. That's a pretty great job. What made you decide that you wanted to continue your education further and become a registered nurse?
Yes, medical assistant job is very interesting, a lot of tasks, it's a great job. But I felt that I can handle more responsibilities, and I decided that I will continue taking prerequisites and I will try to get to the nursing school.
I am so excited for you. I know you're going to be extremely successful. Like, what one piece of advice would you give to someone who right now might be feeling a little bit stuck and unsure of how to make a career pivot, especially one as major as the one that you've undergone?
Start with simple steps, and as soon as you will start, doors will open. As these doors opened for me, JVS, UCSF, now Samuel Merritt, one door after another.
Ksenia, thank you so much for taking the time to share your story with the viewing audience of Switching Gears. I know that so many people watching today, like me, are going to be very inspired by your story of determination and success, and we're just so appreciative of the time you spent with us today. So thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in.